welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Nezzy if you are new here. In today's video, I am creating this cute little fun look. A little bit of green eyeliner, brown shimmery shadow, and I am also telling you a little bit about myself. So if you want to see how I achieved this look and know a little bit more about me, please continue to watch. Okay, so shall we begin? So I decided to do this makeup look because many of you loved my other makeup look, so thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate you guys. I figured I'm just gonna wing it. I figured I'd do something kind of natural again, but fun. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I did pick out a palette already. That's the only thing I picked out, a palette. I'm gonna use this is an oldie but a goodie. It's the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I bought this years ago. I think I was living in Jersey when I bought this. So that's what we're gonna do. I figured since I have a whole lot of beautiful new subscribers, I will tell you a little bit about myself and just chat with you guys as I do my makeup. So let's begin. My face is moisturized. I did my brows off camera already. It just, to me, it saves a little bit more time because I take a little bit longer doing my brows, and this is the way they came out. Sometimes they come out good, sometimes they come out all right. I guess today they came out pretty good. All right, so we're gonna start with eyeshadow. And I also primed my eyes. I use concealer. You can also use an eyeshadow primer. Maxell's a good one, and so does Urban Decay, or just use concealer. So for you guys who are new here, my name is Inez, but everyone calls me Nezzy because that has been my nickname for a very long time. I am 58 years old. My birthday is September 22nd. I'm a Virgo. I am originally from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised, lived in Jersey for many years as well. And my husband retired a couple of years ago, and this is where he wanted to spend the rest of his life, our lives, and here we are. I have one sister, a younger sister. You guys have seen her on my channel. She has 3 kids. Diesel and I have no kids. Diesel and I have been married for Diesel and I have been married for, well, it will be 13 years on May 16th of this year. Okay, let's start with a transition color. I'm using the Morphe E27 brush. And I'm going to use, let's see, this is called Horizon, this color right here. And I'm going to use this as my transition color. Diesel and I started dating. We met on a blind date, guys, on a blind date. This is our second marriage. This is both our second marriage. I got married at 19 years old. And that marriage lasted only 8 years. We both didn't have kids. Diesel also was married before. Again, we met on a blind date. My friend, who I've mentioned here before, if you watch my vlogs, my funny acting friend, she introduced us. Yeah, it was a blind date. We went, okay, so I was living by myself in New Jersey, and we met in New York City in the Village. We went to a lounge, and yeah, it was nice. Anyway, after that, Diesel and I didn't like see each other for another, maybe, I don't know. If I'm wrong, babe, correct me, because he'll be watching this video. After that, we didn't see each other maybe for about another year or so. So one day I get a phone call. I was on New Jersey Transit going home. I never forget the day. It was September 18th. And I get a phone call, and I didn't recognize the number, but something told me to pick it up, and it was Diesel. And he was like, hello, Inez. And I'm like, yeah, who's this? He was like, it's me, Benson. Benson? Who's Benson? He was me, Diesel. I said, oh, hey, how you doing? Okay, so fast forward. He was a season ticket holder to see the Jets. And I lived in Jersey. He lived in Long Island. And he asked if I would like to meet at the stadium. And I'm like, sure. I was not a football lover. I didn't know anything about football. I hated the game, blah, blah, blah. So I think it was a Sunday. He was tailgating with a friend and the game was over. He told me where to meet him. When I tell you I could not find the spot where he was at, I couldn't find it. So I kept calling him. I said, I can't find you. Whatever number you gave me from the parking lot, I can't find you. He was like, well, just ask someone. So it was like about 20 minutes. I don't know why I couldn't find them. Anyway, so when I was about to take the exit, that's where I saw the number he told me to look for, and I found him. So we sat in the parking lot for a little bit, and he asked me out on a date. Now, at the time, I was working in New York City. I'm sorry. Let me back up. He did not ask me out on a date when we were at the tailgating part. If you can hear him, he's making his mother laugh, and I told him to stop that because. Anyway. So, all right. Let me get back to this palette. Okay, let's take another color. I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna use I want to do a brown. Let's do Volcano, which is this color right here. So he did not ask me out on a date at the tailgate thing, but he did call me. One day I was at work and he called me. He's like, do you work here? I was working at the Chrysler building. And I said, yes. He was like, I'm actually downstairs with a friend. He had to go to Grand Central. And if you want, come downstairs so I can say hi to you, blah, blah, blah. So I said, sure. So I went downstairs. And when I saw him, I was like, when you, I don't know, like at the tailgate party, he was like in his football gear and everything, his jersey, and he had some glasses on. I was like, oh, this boy look old. He's not like my type. But when I saw him that day, I was like, he looked like, I don't know, something about the way he was dressed that day. It was just amazing. I don't know. It was just like love at first sight. It was weird. I'm going to take this brown color and just put it right here and bring it up. And so from there, that's when he asked me out on the first date, and I said, sure. So, yeah, we went out on a first date. I met him by his mom's house in Brooklyn. I drove from Jersey to Brooklyn, parked my car by his mom's house, and we jumped in his, at the time he had a Ford Expedition. Beautiful. It was like hooked up, everything. And he looked so nice. I never forget what he had on. He had everything on. Timberland boots, Timberland jeans, Timberland sweater, smelling good. To this day, I love the aqua something. I forgot the name of the cologne, but smelling nice, fresh cut. That's my baby. I mean, like, wow. Our first date was at Jackson Hole. And I was so comfortable. Like, I don't know about you ladies, or men, but when you go out mostly ladies, I think, but when you go out on a first date, are you kind of shy to like eat in front of the person you're with? Like, I've been on dates in the past, and I don't know, I feel like you have to be so dainty and like, well, I was comfortable with him. We went to Jackson Hole. If you don't know Jackson Hole's, it's a burger place. Oh my God, they make the biggest, juiciest burgers. So he asked me, where did I want to go? And I'm like, I don't care. Sorry, Diesel just left to pick up something for her, and I heard her getting up, so I just wanted to make sure she was okay. So we went to, he asked me where I wanted to go, and I know some people will be like, oh, I want to go for steak or seafood. Not everybody, but for the most part, a nice fancy restaurant, Italian, whatever. I was like, I don't care where we go. We can go wherever. I'm like, that's the way honestly, that's how I am. I don't care where we go. As long as I have good company, great conversation, we're cool. I don't care where we go. So he goes, do you like burgers? I said, I love burgers. He goes like, you want to go to Jackson Hole? I'm like, sure. So we went to Jackson Hole. And I had the turkey burger. We both had turkey burgers, fries, and great conversation. When I tell you, I took that burger and I just bit into it and all the ketchup was coming out my mouth. I felt so comfortable with him. I was like, it was just a great night. After that, we went to we kind of went to the theater, but the theater was, I forgot what happened, that I just told him come back to my place, and we just chilled. He was so respectful. He didn't try anything. And yeah, and the rest is history. So that's how Diesel and I met. Okay, so I put on the brown, right? I'm taking a clean brush and I just want to blend it out a little bit. So I am of Puerto Rican descent. My parents are Puerto Rican. My grandparents are Puerto Rican. They are from Guayanilla, Puerto Rico. That's south of the island. I've been going to Puerto Rico since a little girl. My grandmother, my mother's mother, who is my queen, I miss her so much. I'm her first grandchild, so she was so attached to me. In fact, when my mother gave birth, because my parents got married when they were 17. Well, my mom was 17. My dad, I think, is 4 years older than her. And then she gave birth to me when she was 19. My grandmother took me from the hospital home with her. She was like, this ain't your baby, this is my baby. But yeah, but anyway, my grandmother named me. Well, my grandmother asked my mom to name me after her mother, Inez. So she did, and that's how my name became. Yeah. So I was saying I've been going to Puerto Rico since a little girl. My grandmother took me to Puerto Rico every year with her, every year. I remember going on Eastern Airlines. I remember taking the small little planes because back then it was like dirt roads, and Puerto Rico back then wasn't the way it is now. More modern and more highways and stuff like that. Yeah, so anyway, I have great fond memories of me being in Puerto Rico. And then my parents unfortunately divorced. They're friends. They're still friends now, but they divorced when we were very young. And my dad would take us to his mother's house in Puerto Rico. Like, I remember 1977 going to Puerto Rico with him and my sister. I think I was 10. And there was a blackout in New York. And my grandmother, my mother's mother, wrote, because we were in Puerto Rico for like about a month or two, and my grandmother wrote me a letter. It came to Puerto Rico, and she said to me, oh, there's a blackout in New York. And I didn't know what a blackout meant back then. And so, yeah. I went to Catholic school from 1st grade to 12th grade. I went to Bishop Lockland Memorial High School, downtown Brooklyn. If you guys know, or you from Brooklyn, you should know where Bishop Lockland is at. I didn't do college until years later, until my adult life, but I did. I graduated cum laude, and I have my degree right here. So I got my bachelor's degree in science and management. And I'm very proud of that. All right, let's keep on with this makeup look. So, I'm trying to see what I want to do for my lid. You know what? I took this color and I really don't want this color. All right, I'm gonna take another clean brush, a flat brush. It's just a flat brush. I'm going to take bronze. It's called Bronze Age. This is the color right here. And put that on my lid. Probably just half of my lid. So at this age, I'm not having no kids. My sister's kids are like my kids, and I love them to death. These one I are like each other's kids. We're like, he's my kid and I'm his kid. And we're okay with that. We're okay. You know, we have our nieces and nephew. We have his goddaughters who we love tremendously. And yeah. This is so pretty. Look how pretty that is. I hope the lighting is good here. It's about to storm. Very cloudy and overcast outside, but I have a light here and I'm hoping you guys can see. Maybe I should put this other light on. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe this will help as well. What else can I tell you guys about me? I don't know. I like to travel. I haven't been out of the country too much, but places I have been to have been Mexico. I've done Canada. Girl, I can't think. You know, like the Caribbean, Jamaica. A lot of the most of the Virgin Islands. On Diesel, I love to cruise. Before COVID and before I met Diesel, I cruised a lot. And my favorite ships are by Royal Caribbean. I don't know, there's been a lot of stuff going on with Royal Caribbean and other ships. So, I don't know, girl. I haven't cruised. Well, no, I said that last time. The last cruise I went to were with my girlfriends. We have a group. We're like the Yaya sisters. We went on a cruise last year. It was a short cruise leaving out of Miami. And we went to just Bahamas, and it was a 4-day cruise. Bahamas and Key West. I've never been to Key West. Key West is so nice. I really, really enjoyed it. And it's funny because I'm in Florida, and from here to Key West is 7 hours. That's crazy. I'm going to add... Do I want to add anything? This is what it's looking like so far. I don't know. I feel like I need something, but I don't know what. Huh. This year, as far as travel, I will tell you one of the trips I am going on. The other one, you might have to wait because I'm going with the girls. But this one I'm going on, hopefully, we already got our tickets. It's actually me, my dad, my sister, and my younger nephew. We're going to Puerto Rico because we were supposed to go last year. But my dad got, well, he didn't get sick, but he needed surgery and he wasn't able to fly. So we had to postpone it. He wants to see one of his sisters. It was like, he has 2 sisters left. It was 13 of them. And I think there's only 5 of them left. 2 in Puerto Rico and 2 here, including my dad. And then 1 in Brooklyn, New York. And so he wants to see his sister who's older. I think she's in like 92, 93 before anything happens. So we're supposed to go next month. So hopefully, but with everything going on, guys, I know God is with us, but yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the brown, the dark brown right here and right here, and then just blend that out. And then I'm going away with my girls in July, and that one you have to wait for. That one you have to wait for. So right now I work at a hospital here in Florida. I work as an EA. And I really like my job. But in all honesty, if I can do this full time, I'd rather do that. I really enjoy doing YouTube. So speaking about YouTube, let me tell you how I started YouTube if you guys are new. I know I've mentioned this before on my channel. But for those of you who are new, I like the way the dark brown looks better. Okay, I think it looks better now. So for those of you who are new, I'll just tell you guys why I started YouTube. I always wanted to do YouTube. And I honestly didn't know that you can get paid doing this. That's not the reason why I wanted to do it back then. I just had love for makeup. I started watching YouTube. It was always makeup videos. I remember the first content creator or makeup artist that I started watching. Her name is Miss All Made Up. And I haven't seen her do any videos, but I do follow her on Instagram. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Is this shimmery though? Ice gold. Okay, maybe a little bit of this ice gold just to highlight the brow bone a little bit. Well, you know what? No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a highlighter. Let me use the highlighter now. I'm going to use a highlighter instead. The Maybelline Master Chrome. I love this. This is so old, but I love this. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and highlight my brow bone. And then I started watching a lot of Makeup Shayla videos, and I just got into makeup, and everything they would use, I would buy. Like, if they use MAC Studio Fix, I'm gonna go get that. If they had a certain eyeshadow palette, I gotta go get that. A certain lipstick, I gotta go get that. Till my room I had a beauty room in my Jersey apartment when I was living with Diesel. When Diesel and I moved in together, we lived in another place in Jersey. I had an extra room, and that was my beauty room. Girl, I had so much makeup. I'm telling you, so much makeup. So he would once in a while come in the room and say, you know, babe, you have all this makeup. Why don't you do YouTube? I'm like, me doing YouTube? Like, I'm not gonna do YouTube. I mean, I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't have a camera. Even though you can do anything with your phone, but at the time I didn't know that. I was like, no, this was after we were married. So 2012. Like 2014, something like that. Even Jennifer was like, Didi, do YouTube. Like, nope. I wouldn't. I don't know. I didn't have the balls. Excuse my French. I didn't have the balls to do it. I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel I was good enough. You know, I would see all these other content creators on YouTube. I'm like, I could never be. But that's one thing. You should never compare yourself to someone else or feel like you can do better than someone else. You know, you put out what you can and just be proud of yourself and just do the best you can. That's all you can do, is do the best you can. So anyway, we moved to Florida. I decided to do YouTube. One day I was like, you know what? I got a camera, which I could have done it on my phone, but I just decided to get a camera and I started filming. My first video was a vlog and it was like an hour and something. If you go back, my vlog, I don't know. It was just an hour and a half long, I think. I can't remember. I know it was an hour long. And I asked my niece for her opinion. She was like, oh, I think it's good, but I think it was a little too long. And so I just kept continuing. I really wanted to do makeup videos or like Sephora hauls, because that's all I saw on YouTube. That's all I would look for, like Sephora hauls, Ulta hauls, makeup tutorials, and that's what I wanted to do. One day I just said, you know what, let me just start vlogging. And that's what I love to do. I love to vlog. So let me continue with my face. Okay, so I think I'm done with the eyes. Let me prime my face. I'm going to use the One Size Secure the Blur. I just started vlogging. And I said, you know what? I like doing this because I'm documenting my life, my husband's life, my family's life, and we can always go back and look at these videos. You know what I'm saying? We can always go back and look at these videos. My subscribe count, I'm telling you, I got to 1,000 after maybe a year, almost 2 years, maybe a year and a half, if I'm remembering correctly. I know there are YouTubers out here that are on YouTube for like not even a year and they have like thousands of subscribers. God bless them. That's wonderful. And I kept saying to myself, what am I doing wrong? And I think it was the algorithm. I really believe it was the algorithm, but still in all, I just felt that I wasn't doing good enough. I don't know. Although I never felt the urge to quit because I enjoy doing it. I really enjoy vlogging. I enjoy documenting my life. And so I never quit. It wasn't until the makeup video that I started getting all these subscribers. And I'm like, wow, like this is inspiring me to do more makeup look for you guys. I'm going to continue to do the best that I can so that you guys can continue to enjoy my content. So again, thank you guys so very much. Today I am going to use one of my top 3 favorite foundations. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin. And I am in the color 3N54. I'm going to take 2 pumps, I think. Two and a half. And I like to put it on the back of my hand. Sometimes I put it on my face, but sometimes I like to put it on the back of my hand because it warms up the foundation. So I'm just gonna... I love music. Girl, when I tell you I used to club back in the days, whew, I used to club back in the days. I love freestyle music. I love freestyle music. If you don't know what freestyle music is, Alexa, play freestyle music. That's TKA. So that's freestyle music. The clubs I used to go to back in the days, besides the Copa, 1018s was a great freestyle club. They play a lot of freestyle music. But I also went to a lot of R&B clubs, the Red Parrot, Bentley's. Girl, if y'all went to any of those clubs, put it in the comments down below. Those were all in New York. I love music. I just love music. I'm gonna use my favorite concealer, the Makeup by Mario. I'm getting all dolled up and I ain't even going nowhere. But I'm doing this for my favorite people here on YouTube. I'm gonna use the Super Stay. I wanna go to Japan. I always wanted to go to Japan. Always. Always wanted to go to Japan. Why? A lot of videos I watched on YouTube and just... I heard Japan is such a beautiful place to visit. The food, Japan is so clean. I don't know, I just want to go to Japan. I always wanted to go to Japan. The only thing is that it's such a long flight, but that's on my bucket list. I always want to go to Dubai. I haven't been to Dubai. I also want to go to the Maldives. That's another place that is far. I don't know about that. I know you got to take a small plane. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely Japan. I want to go to Japan. I'm just blending out my concealer. What else, guys? What else can I talk to you about? I have two best friends. One is a female, one is a male. My female friend you guys have met. Her name is Rosa. I know her since 7th grade. My second best friend who y'all never met. He's in Long Island. His name is Anthony. I know Anthony over 20 something years. And these are, when I say best friend, these are the two people who know like everything about me. You know how there's just certain things you tell certain people, like as far as like a best friend or like someone you're very close to. Those are my two best friends. My ride or dies. My husband's my best friend, but you know what I mean, like outside of your marriage. I love this concealer. This Makeup by Mario concealer is bomb.com. I love it, love it, love it. It's so pretty. I'm gonna take the same foundation brush. You know what? I need another brush. This brush is not too, I need a dense brush. Let's see. Let's use this one. I did a campaign with Il Maquillage, so you might have seen me on Instagram or Facebook on one of their advertisements. So they send me their makeup. Their makeup is really good too. I think I did a video with their foundation. Their foundation is really good. I did have the Canon 90D camera. Used to use that camera to do sit down videos like this. I don't know why. It was just too much for me. The Canon 90D is a great camera, but I wasn't using it as much as I should have. I did use it for like sit down videos, but I don't know. It was heavy. It was, I don't know. I was just like, so I sold it. I sold it, and yeah, I sold the lens that I bought for it as well. But now I want to invest, not right now, but in the future I will invest in another camera because this Sony ZV-E10 is good for vlogging. I don't think it's good for now, but I want a camera that I can do sit down videos with. If you guys have any suggestions, please write them in the comments down below. If you are a YouTuber and you use a camera to do sit down videos, let me know. I know like I said, the Canon 90D is excellent, but I want something smaller. That camera is heavy, and I need something smaller. We're going to set our concealer with a setting powder. Today I'll use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I know my husband didn't go out without telling me he was going out, even though I know where he's going. Diesel is such a sweet, not because he's my husband, but he really is a sweet guy. And like any marriage, we go through our ups and downs, you know. In fact, I never mentioned this, but I will, because I feel, I don't know, I just feel I'm like getting more comfortable. Diesel and I at one point were separated. Yeah, we were separated, and during that time it was hard. I'm not gonna get into why or, you know, none of that. We were separated, and the important thing is that we're together. We love each other even more, and yeah. During that time, I did a TikTok that went viral. If you're not following me on TikTok, please follow me on TikTok, Inez.Santiago. And that one TikTok, when I first started, that went viral, caught many people's attention. The Steve Harvey Show was one of them. So I was interviewed by Steve Harvey. It's on my TikTok, a portion of it. The full episode, I think, is on Facebook, on Steve Harvey Show. If you follow Steve Harvey Show on Facebook, that's where you'll see the full episode of that interview. That interview was mostly about inspiring women and embracing our age as we get older. I think that's what it was about. But anyway, yeah. Again, we're together, and one of the most important things in a relationship is communication. And that's what I love about Diesel. We communicate, whether he's wrong or I'm wrong, or we have a discussion, or we have an argument, or we have a debate or whatever. we never go to bed angry. In the 20 plus years I know Diesel, and we've been together, married almost 13 years, but together for a very long time, never went to bed angry. Never. And trust me, that boy has gotten me angry and I've gotten him angry. Never went to bed angry. Don't go to bed angry, because you never know what tomorrow brings. Because tomorrow is never promised. Diesel and I have so much fun together. We have so much fun when we travel. We're like two kids. Oh, and what I love about Diesel is that he loves going to the mall. He loves going to the mall, and he does not rush me. He loves to look. He loves the mall. He loves the mall more than I do, I think. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. He doesn't rush me when we're at the mall, or I don't rush him. We both love sneakers. Well, he made me into a sneakerhead. I think there's a video on here showing all his sneakers. I don't know if they're... I just show like his sneaker room, his man cave. And I have a video on here too, where I show you all my sneakers. I think it's one of the Vlogmases, if I'm not mistaken. So if you haven't checked that out, please go back to this year's 2024's Vlogmas. And I have a video showing all my sneakers, all the sneakers that I own. And we just got a new pair. Earlier I was telling you guys that I didn't like football until I met Diesel and he explained the game to me. Now I understand the game. I love the game. I'm a Green Bay Packer fan. He's a Chicago Bear fan. Yeah, so only because he took the time out and explained the game to me. I guess people don't like football because they don't understand the game. But if you understand the game, if you're a football fanatic, let me know down below who's your favorite team. Go Pack Go. I'm just filling my browser in a little bit more. Before I met Diesel, he used to play football in high school, and I believe he told me college, I'm not sure. Diesel used to be on the practice squad for the Chicago Bears until unfortunately he got hurt and he couldn't play no more. And let me tell you, to this day that breaks his heart because he loves football. I'm gonna see if I can get a picture from him and insert it here. We want to go to different football stadiums. I mean, I've been to a few. We both went to the Lambeau Field. I never been to Soldier Field where the Bears play. I want to go there. We've been to Jersey. He's been to the one in Atlanta. We want to go to Seattle. There's so many football stadiums. We want to go to all the football stadiums. That's one thing we want to do when we retire. Well, he's retired when I retire. I'm gonna use blush. Okay, you know which one I'm gonna use? I'm gonna use a liquid blush. This is the NARS Dolce Vita liquid blush. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna add a little bit right here and a little bit right here, just a little bit. I'm just gonna use the same Il Makiage brush and just tap that in. Just gonna bring it up to my temple. A little bit, just up to here. I want to contour my nose. I'm going to use the MAC Rich Rosy to contour my nose using the Patrick Top brush. Yeah. Diesel just got home, right? Tell me why he's in his truck on the phone, but I can hear him. I mean, I don't hear what he's saying, but I can hear him. I'm going to use the Sephora Skin Finish in Tan. This is a game changer. All right, now for some fun part. Let's see. I want to use some green. Yes, hon.
Yeah, they beat the Knicks last night. I had a bet with myself. Hope you guys having a blessed Sunday, and be safe and be blessed.
Peace.
Peace.
Mommy's okay?
Yeah.
All right. That's my Pookie. I want to use a green eyeliner. This is in the color green. Green. It just says green. It's gel eyeliner by Vermont. These were sent to me. I mentioned that before. I'm gonna put some of the green underneath my... I don't like putting liner in my waterline. I just like putting the eyeliner outside my waterline. So I'm gonna place that. We're gonna smudge this out a little bit. This is the Morphe E36 brush. I'm gonna do underneath the eye wing liner. How about that? Just drag that up a little bit like this. Let's just drag this out a little bit like that. Make it look like a wing liner, but an underneath wing liner. All right, now I'm gonna have to take another palette. Okay, this is the Juvia's Place Masquerade Mini Palette. And I'm gonna take this color here. It's called Mali? Mall or Mali? And Mall. I'm gonna use that same brush and just put that right on top of the eyeliner, smudge it. Any of you saw the Lisa story yesterday? That's the music I grew up on. All right, let's do the lips. I don't know what color. I'm gonna take this off my lips. I have some Carmex on my lips. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Limitless Brown Liner. Yeah, I forgot a step. Mascara on my lower lashes. If you guys don't know, I have lash extensions. I've been going to get lash extensions for 2 years now. I love my lash tech. She's here in Tampa, and yeah, it just makes life so much easier for me. So I'm just putting mascara on my lower lashes. In fact, I have an appointment on Friday. I can't wait. Okay, let's do Honey Love by MAC. And for topper, I'm gonna use, I've been loving this e.l.f. lip plumping gloss in the color Mocha Twist. Here is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. I think this is a fun look, especially with the green liner. I threw on a green top just so that it can match my liner. I think this is a fun look. I think this is great for day or evening. It's all up to you. You can make your eyeshadow more intense if you want a nighttime look, or leave it just like this. I think this is great for the daytime as well. For me, this is kind of like a spring look. I don't know. I just said that because I know spring is coming and I can't wait. Even though here is kind of like spring because this week is going to be in the 80s. I'm so happy. I had a great time doing this video, giving you a little bit of background about myself. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you want to see more makeup looks like this, or if you have a certain makeup look you want me to try. Please leave it in the comments down below. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If this is your first time watching, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking the video, comment down below, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you are notified when I upload a video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe. God bless. Adios.